some green, let's get some drink, let's get it on. Say tonight we gon' get going, going, gone. Say tonight we gon' get going, going, gone.
Get your ass up, now baby, get your ass up.
We young.
Alright, so after the stupid jam session is over, I'm back once again with another dope album to review. Today was a monumental day for the Queen's MC, Action Bronson. He released Mr. Wonderful today, which I will be doing a review on. But before I get started on that, I always like to tell y'all about the pickups that I got. And you know what? I was trying not to do this. Somebody, they kept asking me, like, why won't you do Big Sean's album? Why won't you do a review on Big Sean's new album? And the reason why is because it's horrible. You gotta be freaking drunk out of your mind to even listen to it. I mean, he sounds so much like Drake. It sounds so much like his last stuff. You know, I love Detroit. I love M. I love Royce. I love Deej. You know, the Trick, the whole Danny Brown, all of y'all. I love all of y'all, but y'all need to holler at your boy Sean. I mean, he's too the same that he was 6 years ago. So, I mean, finally famous too. Whatever you want to do, I am not doing a review on Big Sean, no matter who he features. I don't understand how Kanye would rather deal with him than deal with Sci-Hi the Prince. That doesn't make sense to me, but that's neither here nor there. Back to my great pickup. My man, Philly MC, Malik B. He's, if you're not familiar, he's from the Roots. He left the Roots. You know, a couple rumors, speculations, reasons why he left. I'm not really sure, but the rumors was, you know, he didn't like to travel, he didn't like to fly. They said in another rumor that he got a little upset because on the tracks they said it was the Roots featuring Malik B. So I don't know the reason why he left. Another rumor was, you know, he used to get high too much. I don't know, but regardless of whatever you say about Malik B, he's a great MC out of Philadelphia. He's been featured on a lot of dope tracks. Back in the day, it was actually rumored when the Roots kind of first came out, when he first left, or he wasn't traveling with him, but a friend of mine told me that he sat with Malik B for like 2 hours, and they sat down on a corner and he spit freestyle for 2 hours. Imagine that. Freestyle for 2 hours? Listen, not a lot of people could do that, and it wasn't just one guy that said that, so, you know, shout out to Malik B. But the new album is called Unpredictable, and he got some nice tracks on there. Nice track called Crown of Thorns. You know, I appreciate the fact he's getting a little older now, and he says he gave his resignation to the streets, and he's trying to help the youth through education. I really respect that. I love when guys are trying to be positive. He goes into a track called Devil, and the title can kind of throw you off a little bit, but the bars sound really gritty, really grimy, and you can just tell how he's trying to fight the urge to do bad, and the production is hot on that. Another track for me that really stands out is a track called Definition, and it just takes you back to real hip hop. The definition of being a true MC, you know, and it's just breaking it down for people, for rappers and people in the industry of what it means to be a true MC. Another track called Dark Streets featuring R.A., the Rugged Man, which is definitely a standout track for me. So I just want to give a shout out to my man Malik B. Him and Mr. Green, they put out this great album, Unpredictable. Okay, and before I go into my Mr. Wonderful, I'm gonna do a little something different. I want to give you a nice classic album that a lot of people probably slept on back in the day. I know it came out in 1996. It was real hard for me to find. I was looking for it for a few years, but a great MC out of Brooklyn, Smooth the Hustler, released Once Upon a Time in America. And I don't know where you was at this time. I don't know what you was doing, but you know, he had tracks like Food for Thought, and the classic. Please look this video up on YouTube. I mean, this was an era, you know, a great era. But Broken English featuring Trigger the Gambler. I mean, where they just go back and forth, bar for bar, just spitting. You know, the Money Stasher, the Human Asthma, the Stitch Provider, the Guest Rider. You know, like it's just bar for bar, back to back, like MCing is supposed to be. You know, just going at it. I don't know if some was off the dome, if some was written, but just was hot, a hot album. Once Upon a Time in America. You know, it does have a back message, couple nice interludes with him and his mom. You know, he's just trying to provide for himself and his family. So a nice hot album. So if you can find that, pick that up. And you can never go wrong with this man right here, Bronson, Mr. Wonderful. Okay? You ask him, how did he come up with the title Mr. Wonderful? Plain and simple, his mother used to call him that whenever he did something stupid or crazy. She would, you know, say, oh yeah, look at Mr. Wonderful. So, you know, and also the wrestler, Mr. Wonderful too. This album, I just want to say, it's a little bit different from his past albums. It's a little bit more musical. You know, you do hear like some instrumentals in there. But I mean, you know, Action Bronson, he got bars. He's funny as all breakout. I don't know, you know, if y'all have seen the video for Baby Blue, where he does the Coming to America, the redo with him, and Chance the Rapper, and his counterpart Big Body Bez, which is hilarious too. Talks a whole lot of major crap. But yeah, I mean, speaking of that track, Baby Blue is funny. You know, he admits that, you know, women come at him now because he got money. You know, my man Chance the Rapper, he basically says everything bad that could happen to a girl, you know, he wishes would happen to her, you know, for what they're going through, what the woman is putting them through inside of that song. Excuse him. Wow. Okay. Only in America, featuring Party Supplies. I know in the past, you know, like from Rare Chandeliers. I'm not really sure about his album Sob Stories, but Action Bronson works with Party Supplies on a consistent basis. He just has some funny lines, man. Only in America, he's like, you know, I'll stab your father while he's taking a piss. You know, like it's just. He also talks about how, you know, in his own city, how they don't play his songs. You know, Action. This is really different for Action. You can actually see more of Action than in his past stuff. Galactic Love is another song that I really like. He says he wasn't good at drug dealing, but he flips ish. Rug ceiling, like, I mean, you know, he's just funny, man. He's classy and gutter, I guess, if you want to just do both of that. Easy Rider, you know, that was a single that came out. Homage to the old movie also. He got a line where he says, you know, he wanted to smash Carrie Carrie Hilson, but the chick he winds up looks like Seal's cousin. I mean, like, really? Like, yeah, I took one for the team. You know, he's good lyrically, but he's funny too. He's making the hip hop real fun. And I tell you, one of my tracks that I really enjoy about this album, Mr. Wonderful, is a track called Terry. And you know, I gotta bring out the production. It's one of my favorite tracks. He's funny. He says in a song he might do a remix with Pitbull, and it's rumored that it'll be Pitbull and MF Doom. And I mean, that's a crazy collabo, but it does sound real dope. Think about it. MF Doom, Pitbull, Action Bronson, all on one track. He has this, he's like screaming in the background that he says like there's no hit records on my demo. There's no hit records on my demo. And it just kind of, I know he plays around a lot, but I'm wondering like, is he saying that to like, is that what the record labels were saying to him, or is that what the fans were saying to him? You know, because he's not your average radio hip hop. So, you know, he was underground for a while. I think I've been listening to him for maybe like the past 3 years. My favorite is his collabo with Alchemist, Rare Chandeliers. Sob Stories was another, that's when he first got signed. That came out, I think, in 2013. But this is a really great album, Mr. Wonderful. The cover, you know, is just hilarious. The cartoon cover is just hilarious. So, you know, on an Uncle Brisk rating, on Mr. Wonderful, I'm gonna have to give this a solid 3. You know, once again, it's not bad. It's not a bad album at all. It's, you know, it has 11 tracks, so it's not like it's hounding you with a whole lot of nonsense. But shout outs to Action Bronson, man. You put out a nice piece of work. And once again, I just want to thank everybody for don't forget, like, comment, subscribe below. Tell me what you want me to do, what you want me to review. Is your homie coming out? Is he even good? Let me know. Let me know what's going on. I don't know, you know, I need to know so I can keep on doing this for y'all. Hey, stay tuned.
I know I surely find a way to the promised land, even though it seems so far away.